I think my life has been changed because I've said yes to things that I wasn't sure about doing. And if I think I can do it on my own, I'm realizing that it's probably not, it may not be what God's calling me to do. We got married in 1 month, and the next month we went to Indonesia for a year. And we taught English as a second language there and Bible classes. Everyone was like, oh, you went on a honeymoon. No, we went with 6 other student missionaries and shared a house and a car. So, but it was an adventure. Hi, my name is Wilma Bing. I'm Associate Superintendent for Washington Conference, and I work with the schools, with teachers, with principals, parents, and boards and board chairs to ensure that our kids have a good education.
Why is a spoon like a car?
They both have a purpose. They can both be silver. They can, you can use them when you're with other people to have fellowship. You learn to do them at different ages. That's not the same. You use your hands to use them. You want to use them all your life, as long as you can. And I don't know.
One more.
one more. Yeah, I don't know.
Time's up. 5. You got 5.
That's awful.
You missed the easiest one.
What's that?
They're in your house.
You don't have your car in the house.
Well, like you have like in your garage, and your garage is part of your house.
Do you know how many years I waited
Do you
to
have
be
a
able
garage?
to get my car in the garage?
It's true. I don't park my car in the
It
garage.
just happened a few years ago.
Wilma, what is something that makes you laugh?
Kids.
Kids.
Kids make me laugh. They say the funniest things, and they have no filter. And so I just enjoy being around them because they're fun. They're delightful.
What would you say is like your favorite age to be around?
Well, they each have their own plus. Like right now with my granddaughter, being able to just hold her and rock her at 2 months old is just the best.
Yeah.
But they're fun when she started to smile now, so that's
Nice.
great. But with other kids, the sweet innocence of the young is fun, and then it's fun when they get a little bit older, and they can have conversations with you and just challenge your thinking as well. So yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite age.
What do you think is a good key to a good life?
Key to a good life. I say be open. Being open to new opportunities. I think my life has been changed because I've said yes to things that I wasn't sure about doing. And I recently heard a speaker you just say yes and figure out the rest, And I think that works, for me with God is just say yes and He's going to figure out the rest, and I don't even have to do that. So just being open to trying new things.
And I feel like that's a big part of faith.
Yeah.
Many people might be lacking on that, the openness. What would be some things that you would recommend people being open to?
I'd say trying new things you're scared of. If I think I can do it on my own, I'm realizing that it's probably not, it may not be what God's calling me to do, because I need to do things that challenge me. So it's being willing to say no when my first response might be no, not because of time or anything else, but just because of my feeling of inadequacy, maybe oh, I can't do that. And then just saying, wait, if God's asking me to do it, then He's gonna help me do it. So yeah, just that willingness to just be open to whatever. Doing new adventures.
And our time is up. How are you doing with that?
I
With
think it's
Quaker
not
the
bad.
duck?
I think it's not too bad.
Oh, you did it.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
has the wings of, maybe it was supposed to be like this.
No, I think you did it.
I don't know.
Nice.
It may have been supposed to be like this on the head that way, but you know what?
That
Hey,
works.
when you open like that, it's not too bad.
Do you mind showing the camera your
It's not too bad.
your duck?
My little duck.
What would you say is an experience that has shaped who you are today?
I would say a lot of it is my family,
Mm.
the family that I grew up in, and just being maybe a missionary family that so being exposed at a very young age to different cultures and learning to just, maybe that's where the adventure part comes in, of just being willing to try new things, because it's so much richer when you meet new people and you have new experiences. So I'd say maybe just growing up in a first missionary, but then in a service family where my dad was an educator, my mom was an educator. So just always being out there, meeting people, and just finding experiences with that. Like I remember as a kid meeting a lady, there's a book entitled Alice Princess, and she is the daughter of a chief somewhere, and getting to meet her as a young person, and just that experience of like, I've met a princess. I actually sat next to a princess as a kid. Like, they really exist. I think that has just given me a love and hearing people's stories, and like the people that you think you haven't had a chance to talk to, and just listening to their life stories and whatever, and you just learn so much from other people.
You mentioned something about experiencing different cultures. Can you tell me more about that? Like,
when I was 3 months old, my parents took me to Vietnam. And that's where they were serving as pastor and teacher in Vietnam, and it was before the war. Don't calculate what that would be, but so just growing up in that experience, and just having like adopted sisters from other countries that my parents have still kept in contact for years and years, and became a part of our family. And so just that, and being able to go back even to like Palau, where I hadn't been born yet, but being able to see the people that loved and worked with my parents, and then getting to work with them a little bit as an adult. So yeah, I think that has changed my worldview of, and I don't know, it's people's stories.
Yeah. How long were you in Vietnam for?
To the ripe age of 3.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So a lot of it is just, I don't remember a lot, but I remember even growing up and coming back to Texas and, to the Midwest and stuff, of those stories, a home decorated and different things, and people coming to visit from, from different cultures, and being, that my parents I think my parents valued it. So they showed us a lot of that.
Did you get to experience any other cultures later
Yes. My husband and I went as student missionaries. We got married in 1 month, and the next month we went to Indonesia for a year. And we taught English as a second language there, and Bible classes. Everyone was like, "Oh, you went on a honeymoon." No, we went with 6 other student missionaries and shared a house and a car. So, but it was an adventure. Yeah, and just the fun part about getting to know people. And then, even though we didn't go there, we've spent years having international students live with us. For a while, we had one particular one, Luke, who lived with us for almost 7 years. And he is coming back to visit us next month. Pretty excited about that. From Korea. He's our Korean son, and he calls us his American parents. Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, you emphasized it wasn't a honeymoon, but what better honeymoon than to go on service, like as a brand new marriage?
It was good for us because I learned to, I was a daddy's girl, maybe a little bit. So it solidified us as a couple and how we dealt with things. And, when we were sad, or it was back in the days where you didn't have good communication, so you had nobody to rely on but each other. And so that actually was a super good base for us to work from, is to have that dependence on each other and learning how to navigate when everything's just different, which is a lot about
really
what
different.
life is. Yeah,
really different.
Yeah.
foreign country, foreign language, foreign culture,
Yeah,
and really having to depend on each other.
yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that
we
sounds
loved
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it on the fun aspect. I'm like, that is really fun. Yeah.
There's adventures that you just don't have, on a regular basis here. We got to have there, and so yeah, experiences of getting caught in an ocean storm and not sure whether you're going to live or not, or getting caught in where the rains in the mountains came down and flooded a bridge out, and God stopping us and stalling our car out, and if we couldn't figure out why we were sitting in the middle of the dark, in the middle of nowhere, with our car not working, and we praying, God, please fix this for us. And he didn't, and we didn't understand until the next day that there was a bridge out, and there was no signs. You just come up over this rise and there's no bridge. And we would have just, there was no lights, you're in the middle of nowhere. So having experiences of like that, where you start to say, okay, God, you're not answering like I think you're going to answer, but you have a reason, and there's, and learning, it really, I think, helped trust God a little bit more. Going through some of those experiences.
Well, we are out of time. And how are you doing with this beautiful masterpiece?
It is a very unique school. Very happy.
That is really cute.